Hello, Snakiwa here. Uh, Came back from watching the Chainsawman movie. Definitely gotta say, movie of the year by far. Not movie of the year, but anime movie of the year. I don't really know about movie, but definitely anime movie of the year. Just everything felt so perfect. The OST, the animation, the story, just genuinely phenomenal work on all parts. Just Mappa really knows how to deliver, especially the director. Just the whole relationship between Denji and Reze got like. See, I read the manga, right? I didn't. When you read, you only see a certain perspective of what Fujimoto was really trying to portray with that, right? And he has really good cinematography inside of his manga, but really there's some elements like music, seeing it actually animated, that are just so. That whole section with Denji and Reze just playing together in the pool, being there, sitting there together, just really chopping it up, having building that relationship. Denji finally getting like over his sort of obsession with Makima and getting in love with Reze. Of course, not healthy. Of course, it's only because he's not, you know, ever shown love. But I think it's a really, I wouldn't say accurate, but like really realistic way of really showing somebody who's been manipulated and abused their entire life and really just falling for people who kind of show that they kind of care, even though they don't know that they really, really do care. But I think it was so beautiful and so portrayed and so really well written in the ways and the symbolism, especially like a really symbolic thing, like feature that was going on all throughout the entire movie was the uh, the butterfly and the spider, and it was kind of portraying Reze as a spider web obviously being the love that she gave him, and Denji being kind of like a green. He might not be innocent, but he's still naive and innocent. He's still a child, and you really see that beauty of his like naiveness really fall into Reze's trap, or it might have been a moth. It might have even made more sense if it was a moth. I kind of have to relook at it, but I just came out the theater. Honest, I didn't do my research, but it could be even a moth because, of course, it's not that beautiful. But honestly, the way you interpret it, either way, works really. And then the fight scene, like the way she bit off his tongue, just genuinely. Oh, and the Russian song she sings when I forgot all about the dude that tries to kill her. I didn't remember that for some reason. So like the whole like eye twitching, seeing her kind of tweak out, seeing the flip. Like I was with a friend who'd never read the manga, and it was his first time, just seeing like the flip, like from going like, oh, it's called this and that, like, hi Denji, you're so what, this and that, then just like just switch completely when she kills him. And then the Russian song, the unease, you can really feel it. You can feel that unease really pinning through the hallways, the entire school, the rain pouring down. It was also so unsettling, so beautiful, so just well directed. It was amazing, and not to mention just she switched immediately after, and then her really like faking this image, faking this persona to Denji. Then the kiss, dude. The kiss. Oh my days, I was tweaking, bro. Dude, it hit hard, bro. It hit, and then she kissed him. Oh, and then the second kiss of her like hurting him. I thought that was like honestly like I know it probably wasn't realistic or whatever, but it felt so like biting his tongue off, being like, "I'm sorry, I love you," kissing him again to keep him with, and bro, Beam my goat, bro. Beam is the king, bro. He's my glorious king, bro. I love Beam. Nah, but just like all that, just like, and then the whole fight scene was, bro. The animation went crazy, bro. You could see, bro, like her fast and like showed how experienced she was, like how experienced, how smart, how dangerous. Even people who couldn't see in the future, people who'd been fighting for years, they really just got decimated in seconds. And it really goes to show how dangerous, how skilled, how just freaking insane she is. Dude, it was genuinely just so frightening to see somebody that powerful in a setting where you know it's kind of yeah, you kind of like don't expect this one girl to just boom, people who are supposed to do their jobs and people are pretty strong just get obliterated. And like that really just goes to show, like as she said in the movie, I'm showing you how powerful I am. Leave that guy with me, you know. And then Aki, my glorious king, he said, hell nah. Took him with him. My king, bro, and bro, the what's it called the you're out of touch. I'm out of time. The whole Angel and Aki relationship of Aki being somebody whose time is limited, and Angel being somebody who's time consuming, like that whole like dichotomy, somebody who wants to die, somebody who wants to live. Well, I wouldn't say Aki really. I mean, he does want to live, but he doesn't want to die either. So it's he's really complex and really can't really fit him. And I'd have to like talk about him for hours to really just explain his motivations and whatnot. But genuinely, just such beautiful dynamics and such really really beautiful stuff there. Really beautiful writing. Him grabbing Angel's hand as she's, or he, and I don't know why I'm calling it she, he's flying away and he grabs him and this and whatnot, dude. And then the whole fight, the conclusion, Denji still loving her after all that happened. Man, it just goes to show like how messed up Denji is in his brain, but Reze is kind of messed up too. And just like, oh, that like she's going to run away, she runs back at him, and then just when you think that they're about to meet, like, dude, I knew it was gonna happen, and I still hope they're gonna meet. I thought, it's a movie. I thought maybe anime original ending, but then Makima has to ruin everything, bro. Dude, and Angel, bro, dude, you just forget how quick, like, of course, like in the manga, it's read one panel on the next, but like in the anime, the movie, it was just like that, quick, rapid, done, like just her death. Somebody so powerful got done with just like that, and it's so crazy because you saw her just airing out the entire city, but the second she goes against somebody as frightening as controlative and as powerful as Makima, really goes to show that Makima really just, it makes her so omnipotent. Like the first season did it good enough with the crows, the squishing the guys who were attacking Denji, but really just it shows Makima as like a more like omnipotent figure, somebody who's always watching. And she knew about the conversation with, and if you caught that, good. But she caught the conversation about Reze and Denji with Country Mouse and the City Mouse, and that honestly, the symbolism between that also really beautiful. Reze kind of being a country mouse, kind of wanted to run away, but being forced to the city. Angel also wanted to be a country mouse, being forced to the city. And Aki, all those dynamics, all those relations, all those parallels in there, the corresponding couples, and then Makima really just twisting the story, meaning like, oh, of course it's called, there's Country Mouse, City Mouse, but back when I go to the country, yeah, you might be free, but we bring dogs. And that really went to show that, oh, even if you're trying to run away, you can't escape me. I am the dog. I am the person who will find you. And that's just so frightening because, like, this whole, like, idea of the country mouse being safe is just an illusion of freedom. And that's, bro, peak writing, bro. Cinema. Dude, and then just like her death, and then and I was like, wait, hold up. I think there's a post credit scene. I go to the post credit scene. It's just my boy Dennis, bro. Not my boy Dennis, bro. Not my boy Dennis like that, bro. Not Dennis, bro. Poor boy Dennis. And then Reze's done with just like that. And Angel, despite doing something they didn't, I don't think he wanted to kill Reze. I mean, honestly, I don't really care. I don't think he cares. I think he honestly hated her. I'm wrong about that. Yeah, he probably didn't want to kill her, but just like him not to want to invite Aki because he didn't want to see Aki want to kill somebody because of what Aki did for Angel. Angel now wants to protect Aki, and I think the ending really portrayed that feeling of like, oh, they might be enemies, but they might be lovers. I'm just joking. No, that scene with him in the, I know where that shit was wicked, bro. I'm be honest, dude. That I had my friends next to me. They're not really like one of them hadn't even watched the first season of Chainsawman, which my bad. I know I shouldn't have brought him to that, but he was looking at me like, bro. Nah, bro. I was sitting there like freaking what's his name? Like the weekend on the let's like the bro. Send it to me. I'm playing with you. Nah, but nah, dude. I just man, peak cinema, peak movie, OST, banging animation. Don't even get me started. Uh, yeah, that's what I thought about the movie. Pretty good. Uh, See you next time. I'm releasing the video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Goodbye.